Rin che nam sum chin ki nop dar ngai be ma chu gel nop darai.
Okay, so good evening to all of you. Julie. Today we will speak on why punctuality and why consistency matters. What is the importance of punctuality and consistency? So first, let's understand what is punctuality. Punctuality is being on time. That is the basic understanding of punctuality. So, what do you think is the good part of being punctual? And then consistent. Consistency comes from the word consistent. Consistent is something that we keep repeating. Same thing, routine after routine, we keep repeating. That is consistency. So, why do you think punctuality and consistency they matter? I'll start with some basic points. Uh, Punctuality is the bedrock of success in your life. Anywhere where you go, if you are a punctual person, you get respect and you also give respect. If you are punctual, they feel that you value their time and you value your time as well. So that earns you basic respect. Then it also reduces your anxiety. Anxiety is like someone who's hustling and rushing and all this, oh my god, I'm late, I am not on time, and then you're stressed. So it helps you avoid the unnecessary stress. Then, if we talk about consistency, then consistency is what will get you bigger results in life. Okay, punctuality is like one rock of it. Consistency is what will get you to your goals, to your bigger achievements. Punctuality is like the micro part of it, the tangible. And the intangible bit, the higher bit of it is consistency. Now, I would like to listen to any of your views. Would you like to share what you think about punctuality or consistency? Anything?
Uh, Punctuality means we do some work in on time. Like always, we make timetables
Yes.
to do our work daily routine, like reading, watching, playing, etc.
Okay.
And consistency means that we always do in our life
Yes.
day by day.
Okay. What do you think it is? It has been helpful for you.
I think so.
It has being punctual as a monk been of some relevance to you, importance to you?
I thought.
You think so? Okay. Would you like to share your thoughts on punctuality?
Punctuality is a very important things in our life. Uh, uh, as you already said, if we are a punctual person, then we can get a respect from others, and we also can respect the others' times. And um, punctuality as a monk is very important. Just like to wake up at early morning, yes, but it's very important for monks and uh, to all things, not for the monks, to the officers, to the students, to the teachers, to the all human beings. We have to be a punctual person, and it's a one sign of educated person.
Yes.
Yes, and uh, I like to do a work on a punctuality, but
Oh.
it's very hard. But I'll try, and it's
What is the
very.
challenge, if I may ask?
The challenge is to do consistency, that punctuality. If we, example, today I wake up at 5 o'clock, but tomorrow I can. Like I can do a punctuality on consistency, and there's the main challenge. And uh, uh, for the all human beings, is very important punctuality. And and that's it.
Very good. So, from what we can gather from your conversation, for everyone to be punctual is extremely important.
Mm.
Then why do you think most of the people are not punctual? What
Mm,
is the problem with most of the people?
might be it's my thought, and it's like from their since childhood times. I think the parents they didn't give good habits, like they didn't teach about the punctualities, and it's not only her parents, it's depend on herself, and uh, to that person, he have to be a punctual person here. The mostly Indians are not educated, that's why I think so. They're the men, what we call men, the mostly people are not punctual, and
Okay, so you said that punctuality and education is related in a way. Most of the people who are educated are punctual. How would you define a farmer who wakes up at 5 every morning to go to his fields and work on the farms? He's not educated, but he's punctual. So, what do you think of that?
Uh, for the farmers to do a work on his farms,
Farms.
it's one education. Education not mean the pen and paper and writing readings.
Right.
It's for the farmers to farm on their farms, and for the drivers to the drive cars, and it's like that. For the farmers, it's the to do a work on his farms. It's like a educations. Yeah,
It's
I
the good
think
habit
it's a good habit.
that is inculcated.
Mm.
It is groomed in them from the early age, which you said very rightly that we have to groom the child from the early age. Also, do you think it is something that adults can uh, groom themselves into? Is punctuality something a grown man can get into his life? Do you think yes or no?
I think yes.
Yes. And what would be the way for it? Every day putting in alarm or
Yeah. For the adults one, they already measure their minds, and I think if they are a patient one, if they have a patient, then yeah, probably they can achieve that one, what we call good, to
good?
become a good person.
Yes. Very good. Would you like to share your thoughts on punctuality and consistency?
Punctuality is very important because we save our time, and in our school we are on our time, like we eating lunch that on our time, we make timetable, and we do know our punctuality is good, then our self was developed, and also our school, our country was developed, and we set our timetable, then our exam was coming soon, that time we get helpful for time.
Okay.
And consistencies mean we playing like football, in there we do consistency, then we improve our footballs skill, we punching in the we punch in your break, then our punch was good. That's,
So you said that being punctual helped you with exam, right? So did also being consistent help you with being in exams? Are you the one who studies regularly, or are you the one who studies 3 days before exam? Could you share the reality?
yes, again.
So do you study every day consistently for the exam, or do you punctually uh, work for your exams? What do you do? What is your study routine? Is it punctual? Is it consistent? Or is it not?
It is punctual. We doing in their time. We little bit play, and we read our books like science. We read.
So do you think it's helpful for your exams?
Yes.
And how do you think you can make it better?
We do in their time, then you'll be better.
Yes, you can be given. See, if you keep studying at the last minute, I'm sure you would have seen your other friends or classmates, those who study some chapters at the last minute, they're more anxious. They're more like, oh, we're going to perform bad. Are we going to pass the exam or are we going to fail? That kind of thoughts arrive. But if you are consistent with your efforts, with your hard work, then that always gets you results. Always. So consistency and punctuality almost go hand in hand. Like I said, it's the bedrock for success. If you want to be successful in life, you have to be punctual and you have to be consistent at your hard work. So great going there that you think that exams and punctuality and everything is hand in hand. Would you please share your thoughts on punctuality?
Punctuality is has been never a big part of my life because I really don't care about it. Yeah.
It is already a big part of your life.
No, I don't.
It is not.
Yeah, it is not.
Why do you think it is not a big part of your life?
I think it's just to give a value to time. Yeah. So it's I never been like it's okay if someone is late for me. Yeah, I never mind for that getting late and that all kinds of things. But sometimes I get angry when they are not on a social media, when on a internet, when they are not online, and when they are
Not replying.
not replying. So that time little bit. Otherwise, at a market is okay. I just spend my time like.
Okay, so important point here. You made a very good point. Very good. I think what you are trying to say here is that punctuality can be situational, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, it is in a certain situation. You don't mind waiting at the market, but you mind waiting for a reply. So, what I would like to ask is, suppose if punctuality is situational. Another question for you here. So, do you think famous football players in the
Yeah.
world or everything, do you think they are punctual or they are consistent?
No, like they have a dream to become a like a big football player. Actually, I also when I was like younger, at the time I was not so what do you say. At that time I was little bit silly, so I think in this way to for that, and that's why I do this kind of that kind of things. These days I don't think I'm going to be a big celebrity, so I never work for that.
The important part is all the famous people in the world,
Hmm.
they became famous because they were consistent at something. You can take any man in the world whom you consider successful. Even if we start talking about our prime minister, he consistently follows a routine, he consistently does something, which is why he reached where he reached. And be it a football player, be it like a scientist, or be it Dr. Kalam. Do you think Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he would have built a missile, he would have built the nation, he would have become the president of our country if he wasn't a consistent man, if he wasn't a punctual man? He came from a very humble background, a very small village. He dreamt big, but he was punctual. If you would have read his life story, he always said that he used to wake up early, he used to follow a routine, he used to do a certain things routinely, and that is how he evolved and he became successful. You want to say something? Yes.
I think there is maybe around millions of people who think in this way, and one of them can only success.
Yes.
And I know that I'm not that person. So I never take a chance for anything. I always have a backup plan for that. When I have a backup plan for my futures and futures, more than 5 backups,
Yes.
I can't take a chance. That's why.
That is an extremely benefiting strategy, by the way, for all of us. We must always have plan A, B, C, and D ready. That also means that if, like you say, that okay, I go to the market today, I get this. Oh, if I don't get this from the market, then maybe I can go to that shop nearby and I can get it there. Oh, if I don't get it there, maybe I can try pushing it online. So these are A, B, and C plans. But all the people who became successful, they just didn't think that okay, I'm gonna They didn't wake up and say, "Oh, I'm become successful. I will become successful." I think they just kept working hard and hard. They kept following their routine. They kept being consistent.
They just take a chance, yeah.
Yes, they
And I
took
don't
their
know-
chances.
Yeah, and I don't want to take the chance. I don't want to take any risk
Why? What are you scared of?
because
Failing.
I don't want to take a chance. I don't like risk.
Why? What is the most scary part of risking? I think the only scary part of risk is the idea of failing. When I say the idea, it is actually the idea. If you look at it, failure is all in your head. You can feel that you can be the president of India, but you can still think that you're a failure. And you can be here right now, and you can still think that you're a successful person. It's all here. So for this, it's very important that you first remember that failure or risk or being scared, right now you're just being scared, is here. So please give your
Actually, I'm
thoughts.
not scared for anything.
But then why don't you want to risk?
I don't know. Maybe I don't want to take a risk. I just inspired for that from scrolling reels,
Okay.
and that I see many times how they give us advice to taking not a risk, and some of them just give advice to take a risk, and then I saw how many people are like what is he like they're totally destroy something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the person who climbs Mount Everest? Do you think he takes a risk?
Yeah.
And do you think it is right for him to take a risk?
Maybe being popular is more important for him, so that's why it is good
I
for him.
don't think everyone who climbs Mount Everest does it for popularity. If it was for popularity, he or she would have been the first person to climb the Mount Everest. Anyone who goes to a place for the first time, that one is the popular. Everyone who follows later are only following the crowd.
They're also famous, like in a stock
Yes,
village.
yes.
There is I don't know her name,
Okay,
but she climbed Mount Everest.
okay.
But she was not the first person to climb Mount Everest, yeah. But she's still famous, little bit famous in his area.
Area, of course. See, if you have done something which makes you happy, which you feel brings joy to you, and then you share that joy with a group of people, I think that is success. That is popular, that is famous.
But
It is not famous, really doesn't mean that 10 people know you. That is a very different idea of being famous. That is celebrity famous. Celebrity famous is something like Shah Rukh, something like Amitabh Bachchan, something like.
But these days I don't want to be a famous. That time I just think all of that things because I saw like Ronaldo, Messi's, and they are having fun night outs. That's why I think in this way.
Okay.
These days I don't want that kind of thing, so I just stop thinking in that way.
I think what I also want to appreciate about you in front of everyone is I think to be wanting basic things, to want a normal life, is also something which needs to be applauded. Not everyone appreciates to not have big things, grand things. Not everyone wants to have grand things. So it's okay if you really don't want challenges, if you don't want grand things. You want to be content and happy with the basic life, then that's also great. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah, I just want
But
it.
to be content with that basic life as well, it's equally important that you are punctual, because in that basic life also you would want respect from your friends, right? I think you would want that.
Respect.
Yes, respect.
Actually, our friends never respect each other.
You're at that age where you're not supposed to respect each other. But when I say respect, I mean to say that suppose if your friend calls you at the market tomorrow, if your friend calls you at the school tomorrow, then you don't show up on time, then they'll always say, he never comes time. He never comes on
I
time.
already know that they're also going to be late.
Which,
I'm not talking about these ones because I'm not close to these all, but my cousins and my other
yeah,
friends. I know that they're also going to be late, so
Okay. So that is one way of living a good, happy life, knowing that your friends and your families and loved ones are going to be like you and late. But I would still encourage that you still have to be consistent at your efforts towards life, whatever be the goal. Be it famous, be it normal, be it basic, be it average. You will still need to be consistent with everything. That brings us to you. Would you like to share your thoughts on?
as a student, I would say that punctual is very important because not for students, not for monks, not for teachers, all all for all of have to follow the rules like time to time, and that person will succeed in their life. And also consistency is most better. I think in this world there are lots of famous, I mean person people, yeah. They all are like consistency, yeah. They always do on time, and and also consistency means not only like not only just like do on time. We have to, I mean we have to do on always like what I what how is it, um, we have to do on time, and also uh, we never we never like break our rules.
Yes, it helps you with time management as well.
Yeah.
You can plan your day. You can plan your activities well. So,
And on our like also for us in like monks, we have to also like follow the rules, like we have to wake up early in the morning, and we have to like remind prayer book also, like we also have to follow the rules, like I mean that's like same like what, punctual consistency.
hmm. So, do you think your life has become better or successful or better than before because you are consistent? And do you think that continuing with it will bring you success?
Yeah, sometimes I think, sometimes not, because what happened it will in future we don't know. Yeah, that's why sometimes I think consistency will success.
Why some? In what situations do you think being consistent will not be successful?
When I was when I think in negative, like
Mm-hmm.
negative
Negative way.
yeah, that time I
What is the negative way here?
like some like something goes tomorrow, something what happened with me tomorrow, like that.
That is uncertainty.
Yeah.
Certainty is something that is fixed. Uncertainty is something that is not fixed. We are not aware. All of us live in an uncertain world. That is a fact. That is not something that you have to think. It is a fact. But living in an uncertain world, consistency is the only rhythm that you have to your life. There is a certain rhythm. When I say rhythm, it's the beat. It's the beat that you bring to your life. The beat is the only way that your life feels alive. So, why do you think negativity challenges consistency?
When when I was in alone in room,
Okay.
that time I think like, because I have nothing to do, that time I think if I trying to sleep, but I
You have thoughts.
yeah, that's
Okay. So, bringing on to that, what do you think about your friend who says that it is not important, it is okay, and it is not really necessary? You think that sitting alone in the room, he thinks it is not necessary. Would you like to add something for your friends here? That why sitting alone and thinking of negativity, how he can suppress that by being consistent and punctual?
Uh, to avoid to stay there alone, maybe he needed something to time pass, and he have to give more attentions to play games, to anything, and uh, to give more time to play games, to watch TV. Uh, it's feel like the games, the TV is our friends. Yeah, and we don't feel like that we are alone. And
Do you think he needs more friends? Maybe.
I think not for, I don't know about his thought, but for me it's enough. This surrounding is a friend, and every day the friend was changing, and sometimes I give a more I spend a more time to play games, and that the games become my friends, and sometimes I spend a more time to listen to songs, and that's become a friends. So for me it's enough. I didn't want more than these friends. For me it's enough. And I don't know about his thought then.
Okay. And what about his approach, who says that consistency is probably not required every time in life? It can be on situations, we can manipulate it, and we can let go of being consistent on some days.
uh, I think um, I think he didn't take care about his futures, and he take a lots of risk, and I think like that. And
Why do you think he's not a risk-taking person?
mm, because maybe he feel happy with this
His
surrounding,
current life.
yeah, this current life.
And is that okay? I mean, and your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I thought like that. It's okay.
Great. That is the approach. So there is no right or wrong to it, which is what I wanted to tell you then and there. And it's good that it has come from your friend, that there is no right and wrong in the approach. There is no right and wrong to be ambitious and to not be ambitious. The idea of both is to be content and joyful at the end of the day. I think the Buddhist philosophy is also aligned with that, if I can say. So, being consistent with your daily routine, being consistent with your everyday practices, being consistent with your rituals, with your readings, they bring a certain kind of rhythm, a grounding to your life, which is the building or the foundation stone for success or living a joyful, content life, which is consistency in the longer run. When you are consistent, you will definitely be successful at whatever you pursue or whatever you try and ask for it. In that regard, I would like to have the closing thoughts from you. What do you think we all talked about today and summarized? You can just
Punctuality,
sorry,
punctuality,
Hanji.
and consistency.
Consistency. Yes, we talked about punctuality and consistency and how it can help you with time management, stress management, and mental health. Bringing to that, I would just throw the last word on the topic. What do you understand from the mental health?
Mental health. Inconsistency. If we do some works inconsistency, then our um, mind mind can't mind can't think that much.
Yes.
Like there's anything, just
Yes.
the mind can focus on one things,
Yes.
and mind didn't. Then our mind can be safe from that distraction on disturbs. And yeah, and consistency is help us to our mental things, and in our mental, and in physically also. And if we as a if we doing our exercise every day, then it's also a benefit for our physical. And yeah, but in punctuality, on timing, I think it's not what we call, it's not suitable, it's not good for, it's what we call, it's not damaging our minds.
Yes.
Yes. But area, there's some area like this US, for that time is very what goes, time is very valuable. But for us Ladakhi, we didn't care take care that much of our times, and we didn't get a lots of stress because of the times. And And yeah, for the Ladakhi peoples, we are very thankful because
Yes.
yeah, because we save from the old restrictions and from the busy life, and now we are very what we call now we are very simple and peaceful life.
Peaceful life. I think what you just summarized is the beautiful Ladakhi way of life. What do you think the world can learn from the Ladakhi way of life? Just one thoughts on uh, whatever do you think the world can embrace from the Ladakhi way of life or the monk way of life?
In worlds, not only Ladakh, there are lots of like countries, village like Ladakh. Some areas in Europe, some areas South America, North America, Africa. Yeah. Ladakh is peace for that because it's like not only peace. It's like like Himalayan regions. Mm,
Yes.
person who have not like more, it's not person who have not education.
Mm.
I think like person who have not education. That's like for that's they just follow their like earlier rules like ancient rules. Yeah, they just rules like we have to we have to do very good habits that they listen their generation.
Mm.
So that's why Ladakh is like peaceful.
Okay.
I,
Yes. And do you think it's a good way, right?
mm,
That is something the world should learn from Ladakh. Okay. Would you like to share your thoughts on the Ladakhi way of life and what the world can learn from it?
I think that Ladakh is little bit peaceful because Ladakh is not that much developed compared to others, so there is still a little bit peace, not that much, but little bit.
Do you think it's a good thing or it's a bad thing?
I think it's good, but I also think it's not good. But
Hmm.
when I went to market for look at things that I think I think that it's too boring to be here.
Okay. What you were trying to say is there has to be a balance in the world. There has to be progress and then there also has to be peace.
Yeah.
So I from where I can see, Ladakh is definitely evolving and finding a way of its own. And it's a beautiful future ahead, hopefully. So life will keep on moving, but the Ladakhi way of life is something that can inspire a lot of people around the world for now. Would you want to add something to it?
for Ladakh.
The Ladakhi peaceful way of life.
Um, in Ladakh, there are all villagers in there are lots of monastery there, but there is so peaceful, and there Ladakh not more developed, and there's all people staying together, helping each others. That's why Ladakh are also good. And compared to another Ladakh region are staying in the Himalayan. That's why they are not all more green. They are all more like brown type. They are big mountains. That's why all tourists come on Ladakh for peaceful. Thank you. Peaceful.
Why do you think those tourists come here?
For meditates and so our culture.
Exactly. So there has to be something really, really important, nice about Ladakhi culture, which is enticing the world, which is probably attracting so many people from around the globe that they want to come and see and learn from your life. There has to be a reason why. I mean, these people can be traveling anywhere in the world, but they are here. They are here amongst you, trying to look at you, learn from you. So there has to be a certain credibility to that kind of life, right? I'll come back to you later, but do you want to say something on this?
Ladakh is it's a very big area,
Yes.
and there we always focus on our culture, and we celebrate many festivals like Losar, then
Hindus.
Himisi
issue, and that one I forget name.
It's okay. You celebrate a lot of festivals.
Uh,
But what is the Ladakhi way of life which you think is attracting so many people to Ladakh?
for there is it's a and there is not so many vehicles traveling
That
in
is one
village,
way.
not in village city but in village. That's why there is pollution is very low for there, and they are in Ladakhi villagers some more than are support to each other and support who was visit
Community building. Yes.
and in there is so many place there are always people learn from each other,
Yes.
and all are listen to their elder one, and also they visit to kachos means Rimpoche speech, and they always remind in his or her mind. And in school they always teach about choppa means discipline. I think
That's a lot of beautiful things, I think, which you mentioned. All of us must and should learn from that. Would you like to summarize whatever we all encapsulate, whatever we said today?
Today we discuss our conversations about punctuality and consistency. It's a very important, and we can learn a lots of points from our friends, from you, and for me, for us, this second time to do like a podcast, and and today's what we call this small programs is very beautiful, and mm, and I didn't have any sentence to say about them much.
Yes. What I am really glad is that all of you have very grounded opinions about what you want to express. It is a very important thing to have your opinions. All of us have opinions, but most of them are not grounded. When I say grounded, they can be like not understandable, not negotiable, something abstract, something that doesn't make sense. But most of your opinions have a lot of roots to the kind of experiences and exposure and to your background, which I would definitely add is extremely unique, extremely exquisite, and rare. And it is always a learning point to interact with each other. There is much, I think, we can learn from you, and there is much that, as you say, the Ladakhis or the monks or in general, we all can learn from each other. That is the way ahead, and that is also the punctual and the consistent way of life, which we all can embrace, and we can progress ahead and look for better things and meanings in life. Thank you so much for this today. It was a pleasure to have you all. Julie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's got a good